What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode and edition of the Fight Factory Wrestling Podcast right here, coming to you live from the Richard Lucas Chevrolet and Subaru Studio, a.k.a. Chop Studios here in Matawan, New Jersey. I'm Dave Sturchio. That's Tommy D. That's Chris Payne. And, of course, Tommy Tequila. A new tequila. Tommy New Tequila. Is that right?
I got to keep my gimmick.
Yeah, you had to keep it, so we had to just shift a little bit over here, and we're over there now.
Got to keep the gimmick.
Yeah, so hope everybody's doing well out there.
What are you going to do? It's got to be tequila.
Yeah, no matter what, I got to sell tequila. That's it. That's all.
I'm also 100% Irish.
That's another thing. Another conversation for another day of how fake Italian Tommy T is.
Irish
because he is just all Irish, all March. It's like...
It's Moriello, but for now, Erin go bra.
Cheers, mate.
Never had corned beef parmesan?
Corned beef? That sounds fucking atrocious.
There's a website for that, I think.
Of course there is.
What is that?
And if you want to shoot that, you could do it right here at Chop Studios.
Look at you, Plugski over here. Speaking of plugs, hope there's a certain sponsor, potential sponsor out there watching right now saying, hey, we got your videotape. You guys stink. So, yeah, anyway.
I actually wrote that to them.
Nah, I hope it doesn't suck. Here's the videotape.
I said, sorry,
please,
no, I'm more angry.
Please don't not enjoy. Anyway, we were being also...
they sent back a happy face with sunglasses.
All right. Well, that's a positive sign if I ever heard one. Speaking of why we're trying to toss the sponsors, the War on the Shore 2 coming at you in just over 110 days or so. Is once we get into the double digits, that's when I start to sweat. That's when I start to track the weather. That's when I start to...
That's when everything's horrible.
That's when everything goes
By the
down.
time we hit the double digits, we will be sweating because
falling.
it's going to be hot as balls.
Yeah, Saturday I'm hearing it's supposed to be like 80. Welcome to spring,
This
everybody.
Saturday?
This Saturday, 78 degrees.
Eat shit.
Get
Oh, boy.
Get your guns out.
Payne's going to be frying in the booth.
Skies out, thighs out.
What happened?
Guns out.
You chickened out.
I chickened out.
We got a text from Tommy.
Pink short.
Hey, I got this inseam 1 inch.
3 inches.
Listen, do we really want to have two gooches in the fucking camera
I
at
already
the same
got
time?
rid of one.
Yeah. We're going to have two with
I'm
short
kidding.
shorts.
Yeah.
I am wearing pants.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
but
been wearing pants.
like, unfortunately, when Shay was still here doing the producing, she used to get a bird's eye view of your bird.
Oh, well, fix your seat.
It's basic
and
instinct
giggleberries.
shot.
Shut up. Shut up, Perk 10.
For free, by the way. Oh, my God. Anywho,
Those
this
were
show
the
is also
days.
being brought to you by our good friends at Arthur Wine and
Arthur
Cantina. As
Wines
I
and
screw that
Spirits.
up, Wines and Spirits. But of course, thank you guys. They have a podcast of their own. They're also a great provider. They're in the Bronx, right?
Put you down.
Guess who's going
Arthur
to the Bronx tomorrow? This guy going to see these guys play some baseball. Opening day. Hey, what street are they on? Maybe I'll stop by.
Stay
It's not
safe.
that far away. It's on
Yeah, no, let me know. I would definitely
Stay
not stop
safe,
by. But
Dave.
no,
Dave, don't hang yourself tomorrow.
why? There's 162 games. Everybody's gonna be all right.
I'll meet you at Billy's.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to Billy's and Stan's tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I'll be there. But I'm not going to the game, but I'll meet you at Billy's. I'm like 20 minutes from the stadium.
Oh, we're
So,
if
Tommy-
you don't show up, I'll be pissed.
He just said there's 162 games, right?
Yeah.
What time's the game? 1 o'clock, right?
3 o'clock, which means more drinks.
So that means by 5:15 there's gonna be a post on Facebook about how go fuck yourself. They rule the East.
They really gave
You
all
gotta
that
be
money to
kidding me.
Breitling?
But seriously,
Bro, who's pitching for these
Freed?
bums?
I put the over-under at 405.
It's like that Mets meme. It's like, welcome to the new
There goes the season.
And the season is over. Anyway, our friends at Arthur Cantina, they provide all the booze. So if you're a drinker, please go visit those guys. Those guys are great. They do their own podcast, like I said before.
Deliver
Excellent.
everywhere.
And they deliver everywhere. So those guys are on the ball, and they are supporting the War on the Shore. So thank you for that. And, of course, our good friends at Savvy Seats, please use our promo code Fight Factory 10 for all the discount off of all the events that you want to go to this spring, this summer, however. And you know what? When we come back with a fall event, which we probably will at some point or another, we'll be using Savvy Seats to sell the tickets. So Savvy Seats, go check those guys out. And, of course, Ringside Collectibles, which have provided how many, Payne? Because I don't know. 3? Because those aren't it. Those 3?
They provide wrestling figures.
So none of them. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So anyway, by the way,
A rundown of your figures and where they come from before the show, before he makes the fucking announcement, would be kind of nice.
I had those two.
Okay, so fine.
I had
Walmart-
had the Outlaws.
Toys R Us, Walmart, Target.
So did you see Jasmine? Follow up? Did you follow up with your friend Jasmine?
So first of all, Jasmine would not come out of the back.
That's because she watched the show.
Can't even watch. She watched the show. She's like,
Jasmine did not come out of the back.
And there's a restraining
Mom,
order.
However,
Can
Joyce.
you imagine that was the excuse for calling out? It's like, are you sick? Like, no, I was threatened. Where? On a podcast.
So Joyce,
Jello Joyce?
who helped me out the last time, She helped me out again, and she's like, I feel bad for this poor schlep. He's like, fucking, it's the fourth time he's here.
He's the schlep.
So the woman
Love
that
it.
actually helped me, she got annoyed originally, but then when Joyce told her how many times I came back because they told me to,
What are you doing
She
at
came up,
Joyce's?
she took the pallet out herself. She said, "Do whatever you need to do," and she's like, "Then I'll put it over there."
Do whatever you need to do.
To her or the
did you
pallet?
clean up?
Oh, I cleaned house.
Atta boy.
So then
Is
she
that where you got
goes,
tugboat?
She comes up to me afterwards and she goes, "I'm sorry on behalf of Walmart." I'm like, "There's nothing for you to be sorry about." She goes, "No." She's like, "If I were
it
you,
is. Getting
I'd
corporate
be, she's like,
apologies.
I'd be pissed off." She goes, "And I would get everyone's name that helped you or didn't help you, I would say, and go make a complaint
So
against you."
Walmart is sponsoring War on the Shore too.
Yeah,
Absolutely
so
not.
basically,
Fuck
You have a
Walmart
lawsuit.
still.
Karen
Still fuck-
Payne over
Yeah,
here.
really. Like that is
holy shit.
That is
Wait,
that
at
is
what
the
point
most
do you not
Karen
become
of
a
Karen
Karen?
moves ever, dude.
Karen would be
If
like,
you- if you
"I'm
write-
there.
if you-
Why didn't you carry it to the front for
If
me?"
you write a letter or put anybody's name against anything
I
on
would
a
never do that.
review,
I would never hurt anybody's
you
life
are
with
you
it.
are.
Bro,
by
I love you to
far.
death, but when they come out of the back with the pallet specifically for you,
Well, no.
that
This one's labeled
She
Payne.
brought it down for me
Karen
because
at the shore.
she found out that I was supposed to be there that day and nobody was helping me. So she said, "I will
she
bring
saw
it
the
down for
podcast
you."
too, so it's good. We're fine.
So-
but who'd you get? You got anybody good? Or?
So Booker T.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah, Booker T.
Did he come with Stevie Ray? Because that's his old school.
No. So this is Booker T from when he won the
WCW
This is when
title.
he started going on his own.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
And then
yeah.
that was another set for Golga. But then I was
still
able to
think
get.
that's like the dumbest thing you could possibly get. Here's a Golga.
They had the Lex Luger.
The Luger's cool.
So my son wanted solo.
You're the Macho
Cola.
King over here. Yeah.
I had to buy him a new Finn Balor because my son Caden broke his foot.
Do you follow WrestleCon on socials? So you see all the announcements, the town announcements. So they announced yesterday a Macho Man or something.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's not our boy. That's not
That's
my.
not him.
That's not my man. Macho
That's Macho
Universe.
Madness.
Fuck, dude. What kind of crap is that? The guy goes around literally to every show to I don't know. There must be some kind of
I
friction
like
between
Macho
I like our
WrestleCon
guy.
Wait,
and
dude,
fucking
I
Macho.
like
he
our
sang
guy,
Macho Man with Bill Apter, for Christ's sakes.
He did. He did.
I like our guy Micro Monday.
the Dusty Baby.
Dusty
Baby. I love those guys.
I like that guy.
No, they're great.
He's great.
They're
I've seen him at a
great,
lot of events.
great people.
Macho,
and the guy that
Machoverse kind of blew me off.
have you seen the Triple H imitator? Like when he wears the
Yes.
leather jacket,
Yeah.
he's got the
Does
beard
the
and the
nose.
bald head. And oh, dude, he's fucking money.
But
Weren't they were all at War on the
Machoverse
Shore,
blew
weren't
me
they?
off.
I believe. Well, they were at WWE World. That's where I met most
Yeah,
of them.
but they were.
Ramon
They
Dusty-
came to
no,
War on the
Dusty
Shore.
was
he got free tickets. Free tickets.
Dusty won free tickets, but he was coming anyway. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, he gave his tickets to his friend. But Machoverse did not show up, and he blew me off. I told you this. At WrestleCon, he blew me off. I went up and spoke to him. He came by our table, and I handed him the flyer. I talked to him for a second. He's like, "Oh, okay, great."
You probably didn't know you were associated with me.
Oh, okay.
He didn't know you were a
That
Hall
will
of
get you
Fame.
far in
know what
life.
it
I
is?
promise you.
He didn't know you were a
Sitting
Hall of
at the
Famer,
table
Payne.
with my fandom over my head.
You're right.
He didn't know you were a Hall of Famer.
It's, here we go. All right. Anyway, moving on.
Bro, don't fucking open that can of
Did we?
Why, you're my tag team partner, Hall of Famer.
Did we?
I'm not wrong.
What are we talking about here?
Don't
We're off
pretend.
the chain.
Don't
I lost that
pretend.
10 minutes ago.
You're acting like a real prince.
We went from toys to WrestleCon
Settings
to.
or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway, did we cover all the sponsors? I'm pretty sure we did. Right?
No, not
Okay,
that prince.
Great.
The other prince of a borough.
Oh. Anyway, great song by the way.
Hey, Chris Payne.
You know,
See you go back to training.
you really think he hates you that
Oh
much?
man, I really
Every
just
time I
opened
see
up.
him,
I
he's got
really just
something
opened up
stupid to say.
You really
Pandora's
did.
box.
You really
Damn it.
did. You're
No,
such
I'm
a
not
dick.
going off. I'm just telling you. You said, does he really
I
hate
don't think
you?
he hates you.
I think he, every time I see him, I hadn't seen him for 5 years. And the first thing out of his mouth, "Oh, look at this Hall of Famer." I'm like, I did nothing to you. Like, I literally did nothing to you.
Maybe he was genuine and thought you should be in the WWE Hall of
text
Fame.
the man when I see toys that he's looking for or mentions. I helped him get all his shit with the magnets like we did for WrestlePro. I never did anything wrong to the guy. So if he's upset that I was terrible in the ring, I'm sorry. I plead 2 years in the business at the time. Go ahead.
That's what we'll do.
Small hands, small like cabbage.
I don't know what that's all about. But anyway, we got some wrestling to discuss. Eventbrite.com.
Calm down, Mick.
Search for the McGregor over there. We search for War on the Shore 2. Find the tickets. Buy the tickets. There's 6 second rows left. 6. That many, right?
6.
So 6. And damn,
And
no,
less
there's
than
only
half,
6.
less than half on thirds.
Yeah, man. So if you want ringside seating, get them now. Do not wait until Memorial Day or anything like that. Get them now. Get them while they're hot because it's going to be a fantastic event. And not only that, there are still Many, many things in the works. We are finalizing the main event, which I think is going to be an absolute.
Ooh, I saw the email.
Bang.
I saw the email.
Yeah, so it's official. I think it's going to be as official as it gets. We'll announce the main event for War on the Shore 2 WrestleMania weekend. So keep your eyes on our socials.
Oh, you're going to make us all wait that long?
Yeah, for like 20, what is it, 20 days? It's not that long, dude. We're right there.
And listen, if you're like, what's the word? Deterred, I guess.
From
Or
what?
like if you're feeling like you're pushed away, because you didn't get a first or second, third row. Everybody loved the seats on the beach.
Yeah.
We had patio seats out there. We had
There literally is no bad seat.
There's
in that
not a
place.
bad seat.
Because if you're
there.
low, everybody's looking up, right? Unless some jerk off is standing in front of you, then you're like, "Excuse me, sir," you know, or to me by
you're all
accident.
not getting fucked down. Getting fucked up.
You could see everything from everywhere.
You
on
see
the
everything
area.
from everywhere.
Seriously.
There's not a bad sight.
I even had my buddy Brett drive by with his boat, and he was like, "Is there something going on at Tiki Bar?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no, that's us." He's gonna be in charge of the pyro at the end of the night. Do it and gun it. So yeah,
Go dark.
yeah,
Go dark.
Right. So anyway, War on the Shore 2. We've already announced a lot of our talent. There's still more to come. Also, shout out to SWF Pro Wrestling Live, or however the fuck they're explaining how their company should be labeled at this point. I love you, Rob. There is a fatal four-way going down at Checkmate at the Winding River skating rink in Tom's River, so I'll be there. You want to join?
I'll be there.
All right, cool. Because I was going to say, I get a little promo ski too, and you can join me in the ring if you
Can I come?
Well, absolutely.
Oh no, I can't because I got fucking work.
Ah, it
Yeah,
sucks.
You should retire.
That's all right.
I'm 100% in.
All right, cool. So we have
That's
three
all
out
right.
of the
The
four.
two anchors will be there, and then Tommy.
Three out of the four. Yeah, Tommy.
I'll wear 3 in shorts for you, Payne.
Perfect. Anyway, so it's going to be a
if I don't
great
get
night.
pictures of inseams, it doesn't count.
Featured on that show, WWE legend Gene Snitsky, right? And then of course you got Rhett Titus of Ring of Honor fame, and then you got Casey Navarro of TNA is going to be there as well. And our Fatal 4-Way match, hand selected by us, is going to be great. The winner gets a shot at the War on the Shores Sink or Swim Battle Royal. So that one's stacking up. We just announced TJ Marconi. We just announced Cheeseburger. So it's a lot of fun coming to the Jersey Shore. Be sure to do that.
And I'm so excited about Cheeseburger as my pick going in, but
Yes.
I'm disappointed to
Well,
see
good luck.
my original pick though made his day, came back, and I was really trying to get him into the Royal Rumble. But I'm a big fan. I've seen everything he's ever done. And I'm glad that he's back on the main thing, El Grande Americano.
Oh, well,
I've been
shit.
following his career forever.
But again,
I was
you
trying
have
to get
to-
him.
Did
I
you
was
hear the
trying
rumor
to
that
get
they
him.
used AI for that entire thing? That would be fantastic.
It's almost as bad as them saying that it's Chad Gable. It's El Grande Americano. I've been following this guy for years.
Gracias.
No, not only that. The Gracias. But then there's another one. Oh, what? Oh shit. Oh yeah. Silencio instead of shoosh. Dude, I'm like, oh, it's fucking great. But
So
anyway,
they're basically doing a reverse thing with him that they were doing with Elias. Remember when he was doing the lie detector test for Kevin Owens?
yes, that was very
So it's
funny.
like a total role
Shout out to
reversal.
Elias, bro. Fucking A+ player right there. I loved working with him. He's fucking awesome, by the way.
I liked Ezekiel better.
Yeah, well, you know, the two can't coexist.
Elias was another dude that was just like quietly jacked.
To the gills. His traps are at his ears while he's playing the fucking
unit.
guitar.
Yeah.
Guy's a fucking.
It's almost like he tried to hide him with the
Hoss.
scarves.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
I always wanted more
It might be a
scarves.
Vince thing. Like, you can't be that big. Why? Just hide everything.
I need 7 more scarves.
And not for that. And then he's like, Finn, hey, Finn, smile. Show me your abs. Yeah, that's it. That's what I want. Anyway.
Put that neck away.
Yeah. This guy lost his water on that one. Anyway, so some wrestling, right? It's WrestleMania season. We're all full bore.
Where's the
Are we
sign?
all? Yeah, I'm not putting the sign in post. Fuck that. I'll put Fight Factory Wrestling right here. But no, what I will say
Point
is
to the sign. 1, 2, 3.
up as somebody's phone goes off. But anyway, I will say that WrestleMania season, we said it last week, they're kind of coasting a little bit on the stories and whatever.
Yeah.
But we are getting some heavy hitting promo action out of Cody and John Cena. Now, we already talked about John Cena's original promo. Now you get a second one where he...
I'm going to ruin wrestling. for
I'm
you.
going to ruin wrestling, bro. Like, what? Like, can you break that down? Like, what do you mean ruin wrestling? Then he calls out the spinner belt as like a thing of what
toy.
he did. The toy, bro. First of all, I already made an early prediction on the Wrestling Hour with Josh Chernoff. I said all signs to me you know how many times you've watched a wrestling story and things have developed and you're like, yeah, that's all cool, but he's definitely going to lose, right? This one is like, this is all cool, and I think he's going to fucking win. I don't see him losing this. And again, we're 3 weeks out, so
we said this for Elimination Chamber. We said it for the Royal Rumble. There is no clear cut. That's what's so exciting about this WrestleMania season is that we have title changes happening every other show.
Yeah, they're keeping you on your toes.
Unpredictable right now.
They're keeping you on your toes. Go ahead.
I was thinking, like, there's no way to do it because he's retiring. And I keep forgetting, he's not retiring at WrestleMania.
Right.
So they could totally take the belt off Cody till one or two more paper. What's he retiring? SummerSlam? That's it?
No, he's going to December. He's going the whole year. Yeah.
He's going through January.
He's going all the way to next year. Right. So you can do a million things. So what I think might happen is this. Cena gets the dub at WrestleMania, right? Then he brings back the spinner belt at fucking the Raw after WrestleMania, which is the most rambunctious Raw of all time. They're going to boo him out the building, right? Then you're going to get that rematch for SummerSlam. Not Backlash, not any of these Money in the Bank things. The SummerSlam rematch, right? What is the most famous thing that Cody Rhodes ever did at AEW to make it seem like it was a big jab at the WWE?
Smashing the
He
throne.
smashed the throne, right? This time he smashes the fucking spinner belt and puts it to dead for good. And that's when you get the turn. The double turn where you guys are thinking it's going to happen at WrestleMania, I don't believe that at all. I think this heel run has to last a little bit. That's a long one. That's a long one.
I don't see how.
Is that good news or bad news?
Don't even read it. Don't listen to it. Just don't read
Snickers.
it.
The rice burned. He's mad.
Uh-oh. That could be a bad thing.
No, it's not terrible for us, but it's not.
Anyway, so back to the show.
What the fuck?
Now you're gonna. All right. Time out.
Yeah, now we got to go the whole rest of the fucking show.
So it's Scafati, whatever.
Who? Oh, well.
John at War.
Oh.
Just go ahead.
Oh God. 9 minutes.
Yeah.
You
just
read?
put it down.
Okay. Jesus Christ. And we're back. All right. So anyway, WrestleMania. We're back. WrestleMania season in full swing. So the John Cena thing. relax. He's going.
Is he the fat kid crying from the front row?
Basically. I roasted a kid and I put him and I made him a meme and I'm like,
Why
wow.
does he gotta be fat kid, bro? I'm triggered. Come on, chill.
I'm just saying.
the kid. Crying kid.
The crying overweight child.
He looked like Augustus.
Crying kid. Crying kid.
How many booms does that promo get? Boom. Yeah, well, guess what? We got our own kid now, WWE. There.
Obesity.
Jesus Christ. Anywho, the John Cena promos, Cody Rhodes. As of right now, gun to your head.
I went to high school with him. His father.
Of course you did. Everybody
from
did.
Staten Island.
Big Justice?
No.
The other one. Yeah, fuck. Whatever. Who cares? I got to talk good. I'm sorry. I got to start talking good about AEW. That's my fault.
Yeah, I don't.
Passing. They're gonna pass Nitro.
That is... All right, hold on for a second. Before I wanted to ask you guys, gun to your head right now with a couple weeks out.
Nope.
A couple weeks out, who wins the title at Mania? Well, a couple weeks out, bro.
You know what? I don't know now.
So you brought up something really interesting. The Punk favor, right? We're still kind of waiting to see what the hell that's all about. He's bringing it up more and more every week.
His wise man as well.
Is there any shot that the favor would be a stipulation put into the triple threat? That the winner of this gets the headline WrestleMania at Sunday? And it'll be a triple threat match for the title? 2 triple threat matches in one weekend?
Does Heyman have that kind of sense?
Well, that's exactly what Josh Chernoff said. He said, well, Heyman's the wise man, great, but he's not Adam Pearce. He's not, Nick Aldis. He can't just make rules up. But, all right, so what?
Why not reassign yourself to it?
She's trying to get back
That's
into
different. The contract was right there, and all you had to do was put your suit. That's completely different.
100% different.
Why is he yelling at me?
All you do is yell at us.
I'm number 2 here. I'm the law. I am the law. I gotta ask though, doesn't that favor feel like it's very, very falls short on any expectations any fans might have what the favor could be if it's not a title match?
Like I said, when I first mentioned it, he should have asked for the favor to have Heyman push for him to be in the triple threat of WrestleMania, which, look, he's in a triple threat at WrestleMania, right?
Yeah, but it ain't for the title. It's not for the thing. He's not main eventing WrestleMania.
What the people are thinking is the special favor is Heyman turns on Roman and goes with Punk.
Okay, so here I saw an AI thing, which is actually very interesting. The AI image showed Roman Reigns flat on his back, CM Punk flat on his face, and Heyman with Seth Rollins. And
That
it's
would be
like,
a swear.
Rollins needs something, man. I'm sorry. Rollins
Why?
to me, because he doesn't have anything.
He's,
Good,
yeah, but
take
he's
a
never
break,
needed
go
anybody.
I just don't. He's a
Go
great.
whine in your yard.
He's fantastic in the ring, and I just can't see. I can't buy into anything he's trying to sell me right now. Like he's just. It doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't resonate with me. I just don't.
You know how I feel about whining wrestlers.
Rollins is great, and he's there. That's it. That's all. There's nothing that I'm invested in.
Doesn't that kind of suck? Doesn't that suck? Like
Yeah,
that he's just there.
It does. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I'm with you. And I would
for-
like that.
In that match, we're all waiting for the turn on Roman. We're all waiting for CM Punk. That's the to me. You could sell me on a Punk versus Roman 1-on-1 with Heyman in the fucking shark cage. You know what I mean? Like you could do something like that where.
How about you start doing the Ryback Punk angle and this new Shield on NXT?
He said right back.
He said right back. That motherfucker
He doesn't
said
want
right
that smoke, bro.
He don't want that smoke, bro. Motherfucker rolled up right back.
But I'm saying, like, that's where the Shield came from. The Shield came from. I don't know where that
came from.
But the new Shield on NXT, if they start coming up with Seth Rollins becomes like the new Punk. Because the show was originally supposed to be with Punk. I like that angle better than him going with Heyman. Because I don't think the Heyman thing makes sense.
All right. Well, I'm just saying they got to find something.
I don't even know how you get Punk into the fucking main event regardless. So
I don't think so. I don't think it happens. And think about
What if
that.
we're overthinking the favor? What if the favor is just that
Just a blowjob.
Punk wrestles Roman Reigns behind closed doors, and then it comes out like 25 years later
What
that they had an
favor?
illegitimate child, and we find out the outcome of that match at their restaurant.
That's true.
Wow.
We might just be overthinking.
And if you
the
didn't
favor.
hear the Apollo Creed Rocky reference, I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah, really.
You may fight great, but I'm a great fighter.
Ding, ding, ding. Anyway, so you brought up something before, Tommy, because there was not a lot of substance in Raw. The cool thing that we saw was the Usos. Oh, fucking guy over here. Sorry. The Usos made a return as a tag team. That's pretty cool. They're trying to build Jay back up because the fans, the internet wrestling community, are
Build
down
Jay
on.
back up. They're trying to fucking bring him back from the dead.
Well,
Like,
that slot
the
to
guy
Gunther got me
makes
invested.
one mistake in ring, and all of a sudden he's not qualified.
No, I meant Jimmy. I'm sorry, Jimmy. They're trying to bring Jimmy back from
Well,
the
that's
dead.
fine too, but Jay is on the outs with the internet wrestling
But that's
community.
the diff-
They don't
fuck
like
the
them.
He
This
always
is the,
has
here's the
been,
difference
dude.
between Jimmy and Jay right now, right? So,
Yeet.
Thousands of dollars in merchandise.
my buddy
Millions.
walks by me at post, and he'll go like this, and I'm like,
That's the new international sign for hello.
"That's the new head nod.
Jay
That's the
has
new head
always
nod."
been out with the internet wrestling community. The Usos really have been because it's like, oh, you talk about the Young Bucks with
Was I
the,
not
the
going
super
into a
kick
point?
party.
Did you drink my water by any chance?
No, I did not.
Was I not getting ready to talk?
I was
Wow.
in the middle
I don't know.
of an
You
anecdote.
fucking
Guys,
you ramble. You go off. You know what I mean?
ramble. You sound like shit, by the way.
But I'm on fucking topic.
Jay Uso was on topic of what we were talking about.
You were talking about your buddy and yeeting him.
I
whatever
was
the
getting
fuck.
ready to say something about fucking whatever. Fuck off. Go ahead. I'm done talking.
here we go.
Oh, thank God. Now we can have a good
I'm done
show.
talking. Go ahead.
Anyway.
Listen to fucking Snuffleupagus over here.
Hi, bird.
Oh, Jey Uso, bird. Got me smacked, bird. Bird 20, bird.
Jesus Christ.
Payne is on his WrestleMania game right now. Payne
Can't
is
wait
back.
for
A lot of shit going on.
Can't wait for that clip. Can you put the fucking
No, I'm done talking.
He doesn't
all
need
right.
it. They're gonna fucking hear it anyway.
All right,
Well,
that's
I was
fair
done.
enough.
I was done. You interrupted me, but I
No,
was
go
done.
ahead, urgent care. Let's go.
Now it's getting personal, folks. It's getting personal out here. We're
All
about
right,
to have
donut
a
man.
WrestleMania match right here in the studio. My damn. Anyway, so Tommy Tequila brought up something before.
That's great. You two talk about it.
You know what? Sometimes I can't figure out if he's joking or not, but this time I think he's on fire right now. So I'm just gonna let him cool down. There was smoke in here before due to my photo shoot.
Cool down. There's no ventilation.
It really isn't. This is a box.
It's a hazard.
This is called a fire hazard.
Do we have a fire station?
Yeah, it's over there. I don't know if it's extinguished.
Look at the alarm.
Expired or not.
It doesn't even blink.
Because I ripped the battery out
There's
because it was
not a
making so much
fire.
noise.
There's not
It
a
was making
fire.
noise.
Film here.
Anyone else lightheaded?
Anybody else want carbon monoxide? Come on down. No, anyway. Tommy Tequila brought up a good point via chat with his fucking spreadsheets everywhere. And he brought up the fact, which is a crazy stat. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. I think I brought it up.
I brought it up on the show about 3 weeks ago for the first time. Then you confirmed it 2 weeks ago.
I saw a graphic online, so it's not like I did some research, right? So with tonight's episode, as we record on Wednesday nights, with tonight's episode of AEW Dynamite, they officially tie Monday Night Nitro in longevity. That, to me, is bonkers. Absolute bonkers. Because you think about it, when did Dynamite start? 2019? So that's a 6-year run so far? Around the 6-year run? So that means, when did WCW die? 2001?
2001, 2002.
So they started in 95?
Yes.
That's crazy. That's crazy. We are living in a fucking simulation right now. There's no comparison, even though this motherfucker decided to compare things. I don't think there's much of a comparison between WCW and AEW, other than the fact that you'll probably get. I don't even know, man. Is there anything about AEW that's better than WCW?
I did a full comparison.
Pull your mic up, grumpy fuck.
The women's division, that's it.
Put the mic back down.
The only thing that I could possibly compare is homegrown talent being Goldberg and MJF. But I don't think MJF is anything close to what Goldberg
MJF is not a homegrown talent.
Well, yes, he is, technically.
Well,
No, he is not.
Could you please? You're going to break my mic arm.
It's meant to swivel.
This one, everybody's
dick, Tommy.
off the fucking rails here. No, but I get.
MJF is not a homegrown talent. AEW,
What he's saying is he was there from the start.
AEW is not a homegrown talent. They don't have a fucking performance center or anything like that, so you can't call anybody from that company a homegrown talent.
Is there anybody that caught their break at AEW that did nothing else anywhere else?
Swerve, Britt.
No,
No,
they were all
absolutely
they
not.
were in the
We
independents.
knew
Orange
Swerve was
Cassidy?
fucking headlining
Orange
WrestleCons.
Cassidy.
Orange
Cassidy?
Cassidy was doing the same thing on the independents.
Who was doing that character?
Yes.
How come I
Darby.
don't remember that. Darby.
Darby was doing Evolve.
So there's no actual.
There's
hey,
no-
I want to be a wrestler.
there's not
This
one
is my first
person
experience
that-
at AEW.
No.
Luchasaurus.
Can I just say
No.
that
Luchasaurus was signed to FCW.
WCW had the Misfits in action,
Oh Christ.
and that is not the worst stable in the conversation right now between AEW and WCW.
I'll raise you the Dark Order. I'm telling you.
Exactly,
right
that's
now.
what I'm saying.
The Dark Order is still some. to me-
Or as
I
Uncle Jim
love
Cornette
factions.
would call it, the dork
I'm
order.
obsessed with factions. You need more factions, but AEW's factions are just absurd.
They're just
and
thrown
Jericho
together.
has like 9 of them.
I know. Listen, and I know this. I'm going to sound like I'm a nitpicker, like Payne, when it comes to like little nuanced things. But like, if you're a stable,
Gotta take the fucking dig at me.
no. I'm saying I agree with you on this one.
Well, we better.
I agree that stables need
Because fuck him.
matching stuff. Am I wrong when I say that?
1000%.
Matching stuff. I'm not saying like uniform like a baseball team. I'm saying like Macho Man had the frailed out NWO shirt, right?
Yes.
And you had Big Papa Pump with
It
the
was
stringer.
his style,
like-
but it was with the...
it was the NWO colors.
Assimilation.
The madness thing on his bandana was black and white. So like you had
Tank
resemblance.
Abbott with his nipples cut out for 3 count.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
It's true.
I bet it is.
Brought to you by Obscure Sports Quarterly.
Yeah.
I went down a wormhole, guys.
Yeah, I see that. But what I'm saying is the comparisons of like I guess Payne's got a logical point. There's no homegrown AEW guys. There's only guys that started there for their first ever run as a on screen, not on a fucking indie.
Roman is a homegrown talent.
Correct, but he's also the fucking nephew of all these other guys. You know what I
Right,
mean?
but he started in FCW training. That's where he started his wrestling journey. Tony Nese, Cedric Alexander,
WCW had the power plant.
all WC. Right, but AEW doesn't have a power plant.
They have the Rhodes Academy, which is kind of doing that, right? Dustin.
no.
Nightmare Academy?
No, it's not a.
Didn't Dustin have one as
I
well?
know what you're saying, and no.
Okay.
I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Just go back to your corner.
No.
God damn it. So
MJF,
I still think
MJF grew up in Creative Pro. He didn't.
I still think it's wild to know that AEW is about to pass him next week as a longer episodic thing.
That's called I'm a billionaire. I'm going to waste my money all the time, even though I probably should have canceled at some point. Ted Turner did that.
Correct.
So in the time that we had WCW, we had Black and White Sting. We had Lex Luger show up on the first episode, right? You had the creation of the NWO.
You're not gonna go
you
through
have
a whole list,
Medusa dropping. No, I'm just saying these top moments.
Moments, right.
Medusa dropping the WWE Championship.
Sure.
All these different turns within the NWO. You had the Four Horsemen reunion. You had Flair going off with Bischoff, taking his clothes off and shit. All these memorable
I'm
moments.
already fired.
Fire me. I'm already fired. What I was saying for the last 2 months.
of the United States of WCW.
Yeah, that too.
But you had all this stuff. what does AEW have just on those 5 moments? The
Dave
NWO,
Meltzer's
the
5-star
4 Horsemen.
matches.
Listen, I
Those
will
matches
say,
are stellar and they're insane and they're so
well,
good.
I mean,
The best storyline that they have is Tony Storm and Mariah May. That's been one of their top 3 storylines of the whole entire
now
company.
it's Tony Storm and
they switched it up
with oh my God,
I know you're talking about Mega Payne.
Mega
but
Man, yeah.
top moments
Oh,
of
I love that.
AEW, I would say you have Omega versus Danielson in Queens, that 1 hour Iron Man to start the show. That match was fucking insane.
Kenny
That just
Omega
me-
always comes up in the big
Omega's one of the
matches,
best
The
wrestlers
Brody,
on
the
the
Brody
planet.
Lee tribute was awesome. But even every single person that was a surprise announcement, you knew was coming. It doesn't go to like WCW.
Nobody
like,
knew Copeland was coming. Nobody. I bet my mortgage on this show.
Yeah.
Now I'm homeless.
AEW was started on the backs of independent superstars.
Yeah.
And Chris Jericho.
And it still feels that way.
and Cody Rhodes.
And Cody Rhodes.
Still very much feels that way.
And Tony
You
Khan's
have
dad's
your,
back
you
book.
have your pick event New Japan people, you have your old former WWE guys, but then you have the vast majority of their wrestlers are independent guys that did not go to WWE
Or would not go to WWE.
or won't go to WWE.
like a
is-
Kenny Omega. Like he
as-
would never
and
go
as you
there for
look
some
at
odd
that
reason.
More, is there a reason why some of these guys didn't make it in WWE? And do they get exposed?
Define make it.
Like a Ricochet.
He was used
Ricochet's and he's also the driest character
Yeah,
on the
that-
planet.
he's
He's,
used
only,
wrong.
he's only now.
It's not that he's used wrong. He just doesn't have the mic skills.
That's
I
what
don't
I'm saying.
think he does.
just now trying to come to his
They
own.
get exposed like, oh, this guy, oh yeah, he should go to AEW. And like Ricochet, yeah, I was excited for him to go there. And it's like, oh, on the mic, that's rough.
So
The only reason
the
why, in
grass
my
is not always greener, is
Yeah.
what they
But
say. You know,
my
Like,
opinion on with the AEW and WCW comparison is that I feel like the AEW guys are more diehard like moves like
Spot fest.
They want
it's 2.5
they're
hours
more
of spot
concerned
fest.
about spot monkey stuff, whereas WWE is much more involved in storytelling than AEW, even if they do
Well,
try. Because look at
but AEW has to separate themselves
don't have the
in
creative-
some way. How are they going to do it?
well, they
they're
don't have the
gonna
creative freedom to do what they want in the
that's the
ring.
problem.
In the ring between the bell.
Correct.
So,
Well, they have.
and that's
They-
and that's why they felt hindered. Pac, when he fucking went from Independence to WWE, they told him to cut out like half of his arsenal. And then when he left WWE, because he did some of it in NXT, but then when he got to the main roster, they cut it down even more. Then he left and went to the AEW and was doing all that stuff all over again. And everyone was high on Pac again.
But what do you think if you got the rights to do something with Pac? What would you want him to do? You want him jumping all over the fucking place, or you want him to like really
wanna
tone it
save your
down and
investment.
save it for the big moments and this, that, or third, or do it every week?
But what's the big moments?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is he that great of a storyteller where I want to save him for that?
I don't know.
And I don't think WWE saw that in him. I don't think that they saw a great storyteller in him.
I think you're seeing that across the board of guys
Yeah.
that have jumped ship. Like Edge wanted to continue to wrestle. They couldn't figure out what to do with him.
He's also
right?
older.
And he's older, right? And now, I mean, he's going to be a part of a moment of AEW television that will last forever. I will say forever boldly and say that. What we saw last week on Dynamite was not for network television.
Fucking stupid.
It was not for network television. It's not for everybody. And I think the harder part to watch was them trying to remove the fucking thing from his back.
He
You know
really
what I mean?
turned around to fucking Wheeler Yuta and said, "Go do the spot."
I know. Like, that's a
And
psychopath,
then he put him
by the
through
way.
the. First of all,
Jim Cornette loved it, right?
Hey, what did Cornette say?
I didn't listen.
Oh, wow.
bro,
I got still yelling about it.
I have no
Not a
problem.
fucking pit stain piece of shit.
I have no problem with that in the sense of it's not my cup of tea, but it doesn't bother me. Whereas you might have people that are tuning in with their kids, like this might be their third or fourth week watching, and now you got to watch a guy literally take an ungimmicked baseball bat out of his back because of nails, and it's just not a sight that you should be seeing. And also, if you're going for storytelling, how much weight does anything carry anymore when you see a guy cut every fucking week? So now when he finally there's
What
no
does Mox-
payoff.
what does
What's
Moxley
the
get hit
blow-off?
with
Death?
next week? What does Moxley get hit with for a pay-per-view?
That's what I'm saying. But what's the payoff? He dies in the ring? Like it's just so stupid. Like you should have built it up, and then oh my god, it's a bloodbath. But you can't do that because he cuts and gigs
Which I think-
on a fucking was it a back elbow or a cross body?
What, to the spikes?
The week before, he did a fucking crossbody or something. He rolled out of the ring and then
You
gigged.
saw him blade on.
Well,
yeah.
to your point, yeah, well.
Like, what does it mean?
That's
Well, they had the
production
one
team
with
thing.
Christopher Daniels where he's fucking stabbing himself in the head. The fucking
Christ.
haven't
Right,
been caught
like,
that.
Why do we need to see color every week?
My
Doesn't
thing
make
is,
sense.
when you had mentioned before AEW, what's it known for? I think the promo and the package and the story they told with MJF and CM Punk
That's tremendous.
was fantastic.
Yes.
And the payoff was a dog collar bloodbath, which you didn't see coming. You're like, holy
yeah,
shit.
you know who
they,
probably
made
wrote-
fucking-
right.
they made figures off of that.
No one expected that to happen.
Yeah,
Right,
you know
and
who
that was-
probably wrote that whole thing?
Punk.
Punk.
Okay, fine. I mean, that's not a knock. It's just saying Punk knows how to tell a story.
that's
Right,
That,
but
it's
I'll
a
say
compliment
this.
to him.
But I'll say this, compliment to MJF as well, is because if you look at the best storylines that have happened in
all
AEW,
MJF.
it's been with MJF.
Oh, absolutely.
Guy's a magician on the mic.
He's a wonderful kid. Fired. I'm gonna fucking. That's horrible. he's supremely gifted on the mic.
Yes.
And to not have him in one of the main storylines when you're trying to build up this company and get it back to what you thought it should be, to him not have him in like one of the top 3 stories currently is terrible.
They
It's
sank
just
him,
horrible.
dude.
I agree.
When they turned him face with Adam Cole doing that corny fucking bullshit, nobody cared anymore.
I kind of liked it.
I like
He's-
it.
he-
You
what did he
needed
call
it.
Yeah, but
himself?
you liked it. But here's the
You're a
thing:
douchebag, or I mean, everybody's
People's
douchebag.
nobody cared
something to that
anymore.
people's
Then
douchebag?
when he came
Something to that
back,
effect.
people cared for a minute,
Asshole.
and then that was
I mean,
it.
scumbag.
So but that's due to Cole getting hurt. I think if Cole doesn't get hurt, they're fine.
Fair.
I don't know. I think they killed the
Another one that
MJF
didn't
character.
translate very well was Adam Cole. Like I just,
Well, it's because he stopped working out and now he's built like a fucking sophomore.
it's like.
He looks like the guy on the couch with Beetlejuice at the end of the movie. You want a cigarette?
So anyway,
But it's just crazy.
it is a crazy thing to think about.
But okay, so to the point of comparisons, if you compare what's going on right now with AEW to WCW back in the day, the storylines are like not even matched. Not even they don't even come close. WCW's opener will blow out AEW's main event storyline any day.
Storyline though,
the New Blood.
that was a bad example. No. But here's my thing with WCW. To me, if you were not associated with the NWO storyline, you were kind of lost in the shuffle. That's
If you
just
weren't
me.
a luchador or a cruiserweight,
Right,
yes.
you were kind of lost. So like their storytelling,
NWO,
but by the end of the end,
only lasted so many years.
but I'm saying at the end of the NWO, there was like 50 fucking members in it, and people were just like, okay,
That's
look,
only continentally. If you're thinking about like international, you had Great Muda.
31 in the States, 47, including NWO Japan.
47 members, and we're sitting there like, so
New-
to do
New
a
Blood-
stable, you need 3 people.
New Blood had 32, one more than NWO.
These guys had more people in Congress.
So they all
Yeah, I mean, listen.
term limits, guys.
Disco Inferno and Eric Bischoff in all of them.
So you know the story,
Fuck it,
right?
I love
You know why
Inferno, I don't
Virgil
know.
became Vincent, right?
Because of Vince McMahon, I was
No,
assuming?
because Papa Shango he took half the money that Papa Shango was going to take to go be an NWO.
Papa Shang, the Godfather.
Godfather was going to be an NWO, and Vincent said he would take half the money that he's given him.
Did he?
And
He
they
never
took
jumped ship, right?
Never.
No.
Wow.
But he was gonna. And they offered. Vincent said, "Virgil said I'll take less."
Of course, fucking Virgil did. God rest your soul, Virgil. But
and that's how he ended
I'll
up.
take
there.
half.
Yeah, but
Sold.
so they keep putting that meme out there, and it's like, okay, well, let's take a look at both situations. WCW died because Turner sold everything. Had Turner not
And
sold
because
it,
AOL Time Warner just didn't want to be in wrestling
had
anymore.
Turner not
gouged-
sold it, he would have kept it.
They imploded the whole entire fucking WCW. They did that on purpose. And then you had Vince Russo, who was,
I was going to
there.
say, are you saying that because of Vince Russo? Or
Vince- no, I think that if you watch that whole entire Monday Night Wars thing, everybody, but they blamed Vince Russo, but they also blamed the AOL
the
people.
conspiracy theory, throw on your tinfoil hat,
Sure.
is that Vince Russo was sent there on purpose to
destroy it.
No, I just think he's a
That's what I
fucking
thought you were
idiot.
saying.
I don't. Yeah, I
He's
don't
a
buy into
swear,
that,
bro.
I don't buy into that. I don't.
I
I
do
just
I.
think he's a fucking idiot.
I think he was
got-
just let go from WWE and he
no,
needed
he
the
quit.
job and
He quit.
whatever.
I think for whatever reason
I
they
think
didn't
he had
want
a
wrestling
filter in
anymore,
Vince
and that's
McMahon
how they
there.
did it.
Say what? Payne what?
I don't think they wanted wrestling anymore on that.
Yeah.
On their
Yeah.
on their-
No.
And it all went. It's gone.
So
and now we have
WCW would
AEW.
still be here. It would still be around, I think.
I just don't think it's unfair to compare.
You need. It's unfair to compare the.
It's
Well,
just-
I don't think there's a comparison. If we're all being honest, I don't think there's a
No,
comparison.
not even.
That's what I'm-
We got
well,
the
that's- I'm trying to be
NWO.
nice.
We got the Goldberg streak.
Yeah, no,
You got the finger poking.
Yeah, but even
and they
You
tried-
had Surfer Sting who morphed in front of your eyes to Sting.
Crow Sting.
Sting.
Even in their worst, in their worst period,
I don't think that's Sting.
WCW had more viewers than AEW had at its peak. So
And now you have the ability for more eyes, and you're just not getting them. And look, do I think, in my heart of hearts, and I'm not kissing ass, in my heart of hearts, do I think there's a possibility that AEW can kind of get like a little bit of a resurgence and straighten things out? I think there is.
course.
I think there's hope there. Because look, when you're thinking about alternatives, now you're getting narrow now. Now TNA is no longer an alternative because they are now working with WWE.
Yeah.
So now no longer, like,
Bro,
are you
there's
going
so
to
many
go to NWA and say that's an alternative? It's not.
Bro, in a lot of ways, they're better than AEW too. So it's just the difference of having a money mark as a fucking owner.
And as soon as that control is given up, the tide will turn for AEW. I firmly
write
believe
checks
that.
and have somebody book the thing that knows what they're doing.
everyone's
Not
doing
your
what they
There's so
wrestlers.
many people down there that know what the fuck
No,
they're doing.
not your
Everyone says Vince
wrestlers.
is bad.
No, guys out there are doing. One of the smartest minds are there.
Yeah.
They just got to utilize
That's what I'm
them.
saying. Just write the checks. Let them book, not your wrestlers, not you.
He's doing this. He's grabbing his toys and
Yeah.
While on
you know,
cocaine. That's the difference.
Aren't they? This would be cool if he did this, and then we had the balcony, and then we did shit, and went back.
and then he jumps off the roof and falls to his death.
and he's all bloody.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to the agent. So what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, right. So what's the finish? Oh, you die. Actually,
And
you
then he
bleed out.
lands
It's
on a
over.
spiked bat and gets tetanus.
What do you mean die? No, death.
Yeah, like funeral next week, tribute show, the works. It's going to be
$10
great.
salute.
We really
What a way
appreciate
to
what you
go.
did for
We
this
love
company.
you.
Yeah. We're going to send you. We're going to take care of your family.
What's your way to step up?
Yeah, right. Give it up for Darby Allin, everybody. But listen.
So yeah, as long as the money keeps going, the company will be there.
And again, I think that's good for wrestling. We just would love, as wrestling fans, we want more. We want more juice out of this,
Bro, if
this thing.
he needs to just sit back, let them right the ship, and just observe as a fan and be like, holy shit, this is mine.
And I can't say, oh, that's what Vince did, because Vince was a fucking character on the show for after the better
Yeah, but
years.
Vince also grew
But
up in the
top five,
business.
also top 5 villains of all time, though.
Top 5. He's like top 3, bud.
I think he's up there.
He's amazing.
Yeah, but Vince is a guy that, his father threw him on commentary first. He did all the other jobs of there. This guy booked fucking independent video game fucking wrestling that he said people liked, and that's when he decided to own a fucking wrestling company.
Yeah, I mean,
complete
at
difference.
heart of it, some of the best matches you'll ever see have happened in AEW. There are some awesome matches.
there are some really
yeah.
good matches.
For us,
That has nothing to do
we
with
always
him.
say we're
It
about
has-
the,
has to do with the people
We're about
involved.
the passion, the creativity, and the story arcs of professional wrestling. That's what brings it in.
This is like the perfect
It's
example.
more than a good guy versus a bad guy.
This is like the perfect example of like how bad it's being run. You allowed a kid that weighs 125 pounds to run your top draw out of town, and now he's a top draw in the other company.
Yeah,
Like you couldn't have fumbled the bag any worse.
yeah,
Yeah, I got nothing for that.
yeah. There's only so many pitfalls you could be like, but there's an excuse for that. Like, there's no excuse.
He
for
was
that.
unhinged.
Yeah.
Well,
It
I'm
remi- it
sorry,
reminds
but
me of
with
other
his track
people.
record,
If you don't
he's
kiss
allowed to
their
be
ass, they
unhinged
have
on
no
a
use
kid that
for you.
shouldn't be there. The only reason why he's there
Those
is
are the
because his
worst.
father.
Those are the worst type of people. The people that just like chew you up, spit you out. If you have no reason or like any kind of value
Yeah.
to them, they can be.
Yep.
They're good. You're good. We're good on you. It's like, oh, okay. And I felt that way. Payne's felt that way. Like we felt like,
I
oh,
felt that way for you.
right. I mean, like there's things that in our careers that like there's only so much you can control, right? So I don't feel bad for any of the wrestlers down there. They're all getting paid, right? Everybody's taken care of, health insurance, all that good shit. But yeah. So speaking of health insurance,
we need one more person to put Reverend Cloulier in the wall and brick him up. That's an Oz reference for Jack Perry's dad.
sorry. All right. Well, I don't recall that.
Crazy. I don't watch either one of them.
Speaking of wellness and fucking health insurance, our good friend
Get some.
consigliere of the Fight Factory Wrestling, Gino Gotts, is in need right now.
yes.
So if you want to donate to the cause, we're going to put the link in the description of the YouTube channel. Donate to his bills that he needs that I'm sure piled up because they almost amputated the fucking kid's leg.
If his name
So-
was Tommy, it'd be Tommy Tibulus.
right. So there's plenty of fucking Tommies. I've had enough Tommies in my life, to be honest with you, that I can handle.
I said
So-
Tommy yesterday, meaning to Maya, and you were like,
No,
no,
another fucking Tommy. Like, no, I'm not doing this. I can go hit the fucking letter T in my phone book, and it's like I don't know who's who.
8
I
Tommies
don't know
come
which
up
way
for
is up.
wrestling.
Yeah, and
For
there's
Gino,
tw-
though, cash, Bitcoin, Coca-Cola,
They're all
mortadella,
here.
whatever you need.
But anyway,
He
guys,
wants large sequential bills in a yellow manila envelope.
done and done. So yes, go help out our buddy Brett. Okay, our good friend Gino
The
Gotts.
Midge.
The Midge is in the building. That's all I got as far as news or things. Please, like you said before, be sure to check out all the social medias for Fight Factory Wrestling for all your updates and your ticket updates. Go buy your tickets right now. Do not wait on this. I'm telling you, you'll regret it. Not regret it, but like you'll miss out. I mean, there's not a bad seat in the house, but if you want right up there in front of everybody for all the cool stuff that we're bringing to you this summer, be sure to do that. The weather's
Not to
getting
mention
nicer.
it's Tiki Bar.
Yeah,
It's Tiki Bar.
Weather's getting nicer. We can't wait to get down there again for our little. We usually take a couple visits down there to
I can't
poster
wait.
to town.
Cannot
and
wait.
It's going to be a good time. So
That's like what I'm excited for right now. Is like do the midway meeting.
yeah,
just to go
midway,
down
just
there.
to kind of crunch all the numbers, make sure everybody's doing
Last
good.
time I was there, I climbed a sand dune.
That's right.
What about the Rose Bowl game?
Yeah, exactly. Right, exactly. Tommy's good for a couple quips.
He's got no cable.
Next week, can we do the best of El Grande Americano?
Oh my god! Yes, we absolutely can.
Wait, why don't you come
not?
in a luchador mask? He's got one around
got
here
one in my
somewhere.
4:30.
Well, that's. I was getting there, Payne. For the love of God, for Dave Sturchio, God, of course. Tommy, I'm not God. I wasn't like my nickname.
I thought you pointed at me
No,
for
he
that. I'm like,
literally
all right.
said Dave Sturchio. God.
You're right.
What?
For Dave Sturchio, Tommy D, Chris Payne, Tommy Tequila. We hope you guys have a great for El Gringo Americano, whatever the fuck he's calling himself. We will see you guys next time on the Fight Factory Wrestling Podcast. Good night, everybody.
Okay.